Hello, in this short screencast we're going to demonstrate how to add content to an NTERLearning Management System course. As always, when we log in, we're in the personal desktop page, so we have to click on Courses to bring our courses up. We'll scroll down to find the course that we want to add content to. In this case, it's our test course called My Course. We have to click on the Content tab, and that will bring up the learning modules, and in this case we've created a couple of learning modules, and we want to go into learning module 1 here. Learning module 1 already has a SCO in it. This is a SCORM type learning module, so it uses SCOs, and there's already a page here, so I'm going to select the first page here, page 1-1-1, and this will bring the page up. Over in the right hand block here you see the page and an insert bar, placeholder bar, and with the plus sign on it and the cross hatching on it, there, the diagonal hatching. You can just click that plus sign, or actually anywhere in the bar, and you will see a menu pop up. You can insert text, images or media, questions, lists of files, sections, data tables, advanced data tables, lists, advanced list, code. If you want to do programming code like JavaScript or Java, this will help format that properly. Tabs and paste items from the clipboard. In this case, we're just going to start out simple and do insert text. When we do that, a text block will pop up here, and there are several different style classes that you can use. The standard class is what you'll probably use most of the time, but you can use these various different classes in this list. So we'll click standard back there to get that back. At the top of this block you'll see a few items that you can use. The first one is strong, and these are very similar to HTML type codes that you would use for making web pages. This is essentially bold faces, and you can kind of see what it does in each one. This is an italicized, underline, comment, quotes, accents, code. There again, if you want to insert programming code and snippets of that, LaTeX code, footnotes, anchors, XML, an external link, and a SCO page link, a link to another SCO. Basically, so if I want to type something that's strong there, hit it twice, but I'll just do it once. Your cursor comes up in between, so this will be bold in there, and if I click over here and click that, this should be italicized, and whatever text that you want to type in there. And when you're finished editing, down at the bottom you can click save, and it will save this text block and back you out into the page so that you can see the various different things in there. So notice we have our bold and italics here and our hello world. It's also inserted below this another insert bar, so we can insert text or images, whatever, below it, and there's one above it, so if we want to put something above, we can do that. If you need to go back and edit this, if you put your cursor in, notice this text box excuse me, pops up. We can click that, and we can either edit, delete, or deactivate that box if you don't want it to show up in your course, if you're in the process of editing it, for instance, but you don't want to delete it. In this case, we'll go in and edit, because I didn't put any spaces between my bold and italics there, so I'll do that. If you mess up and accidentally delete part of this code, for instance, for this strong setting, and then try to save, you'll get an error message up at the top telling you that there's an opening and ending tag mismatch or whatever. So you just have to be careful when you edit not to mess those things up, or you'll get a message like that. Otherwise, you should be able to click save, and it'll drop back out to your page so that you can see what your work looks like there. So that's how you insert a text block. And let's say we want to insert a picture below this. Well, to insert pictures, you scroll down to Image Media after clicking on the Insert bar, and this will bring up a Image Media window. There's a title that you can type in here, and down here there's a caption that'll actually appear on the screen, and I'll call this my picture, I'll call it my image just to make it different. My image caption, and there's a browse button up here. Notice we have a message here that tells you it supports all image types except SVG, which is scalable vector graphic. Does not support that. You can upload Flash video or apps that have on a Windows system anyway. They would have a .flv or .swf suffix on them. You can upload Java, MP3 sound files, MP4 video files, or PDF files. Now these file types all have players that will actually allow you to play that content right inside of your lesson. So if you have a PDF document, you can insert that, and the student can flip through the pages of the PDF document right inside the file in the active part of the window. Notice it does not support PowerPoint. A lot of folks have PowerPoint slides. You'll have to figure out there are several ways that you can handle that. I'm going to go ahead and find an image here and upload that. But to support PowerPoint, you can save PowerPoint as a PDF file, and then people can scroll through your slides, or you can just upload it as a plain file in a different area, and we'll show you how to do that later, that your students can either download, or when they click on it, it will bring up whatever PowerPoint player they're using, either PowerPoint or Impress out of OpenOffice, or whatever their system has on it that'll show PowerPoint slideshows, and it will play the slideshow outside of your browser. It won't be in the browser, it'll be in another window. But for now, let's just upload a simple image, and let's do our course logo here. We'll do the full size logo. Well, let's see what we can find. Okay, let's try this one. Not really sure what that is, but we'll open that and see what happens. Oops. Click on it again, make sure it stays clicked, and click open. And notice the name and path of the file will be in there. There are several options that you have here that you can do. You can adjust the size. Text representation is used if for some reason the user's browser can't show that picture or whatever. For instance, if you upload a Flash video and they don't have Flash installed in their browser, you can put a message in here saying you must have the Flash plugin installed to be able to see this content, something like that. So this will be a message that shows up if the media fails to play properly in the user's particular browser. There's also a full screen mode if you want this picture or whatever, the video, to go to full screen, and you can play around with that and try that. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and upload this image, and we do that by clicking the Save button, and it'll take a moment or two to upload. If it successfully uploads, you'll see this green icon with a white check mark in it, and it'll say Saved Media Object. Okay, so that tells us that that picture actually got up there. We don't see any thumbnails in this one, but what we do see is the name of the file from the system that it was uploaded. In this case, it's my machine here that I had the picture stored on. So it says it's the PC, in EC logo, new, small.jpg. So it's a JPEG picture. Now let's go back and see if we can see it. To get back to our page, we can click Page here to step back from this insert menu, and there's our picture. Now this is in the editing mode, so we have all of these insert bars and whatnot, that look kind of ugly and all, but notice we have our image caption down here at the bottom as well. If we want to look at it like the user will eventually see it, you can click the Preview tab up here, and it will show you this page without all of the editing tools in there. So this is what the page will look like when the user actually sees it. We click back to edit. It will bring us back, and here again it always inserts another edit bar at the bottom so we can insert before or after. Here again, if we want to edit this in any way, we can click the media tab up here in the image itself, or if you want to delete it, you can click on the tab there, and you have edit properties. You can edit various properties of this particular picture, delete, deactivate. You can change the alignment. Let's say I want to make that align center, so I can click align center there, and it should center it. There we go. We see the alignment change. So there's various things that you can change after you've already uploaded the picture. So that's essentially all there is to it. It's very simple for uploading video. Video types that it supports. Generally, the system uses the Apple video player, because both the Macs and the PCs will support that, and even Linux boxes have the Apple video player. So MP4 video files work fine. You can actually install some others, but there's no guarantee that they'll play in all different browsers. Like a Windows browser may play Windows type movies, but a Mac machine will not show those movies properly. And even from browser to browser on a Windows box, depending on what kind of a player they have embedded in that browser, different things won't play. But generally MP4s will play in pretty much everything, so that's a safe bet to stay with. If you have video that are not in MP4 format, there are a lot of programs around that are available that you can convert one format to another. A lot of freeware that you can do that with, so it's not too expensive, and they do generally a pretty good job. One thing, well, let's demonstrate uploading a video. We'll upload a video here to demonstrate. One thing that you have to be careful of when you're uploading videos is they tend to be very large. So I'm going to just call this test video. Went back to let me go back to my page. I can click edit page, click the wrong area here somewhere. Okay, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom again and try that again, and click insert image media, and I'm going to call this test video, and at the bottom I'll call it test video as well. This is what we'll see on the screen. Okay, now up here I can select the file from the disk. One thing that I didn't mention before that you might be interested in is this URL button. If you click this, you can paste in a URL from YouTube, Google Video, Flickr, or wherever you have a link to a video, and then the video will actually play from those sources, and it will embed it into your course. There's an advantage of that, in that you can go in and manage your videos on a separate system other than the NTER system, and it doesn't take up any storage. And also, when it plays out of YouTube or wherever it's stored, and it's not costing you anything in terms of your monthly fees for your bandwidth and that sort of thing to play videos on another system, because it actually goes straight from YouTube to the user's browser, and it doesn't go through your NTER server. So there are some advantages and disadvantages to that. The big disadvantage is you never know what the performance is going to be like. It can, if that video disappears off of that other system, or somebody deletes it, or something happens, or that system is down, then you'll have an error in your system. When people try to play that video, they won't be able to see it. Where generally, if you upload the video here, which we can do by clicking this browse button, then if the NTER is working, then the videos should be working. So I'm going to go into this directory and grab a video. This one is pretty small. It's only 6 megs. It's a video on how to add SCOs to a chapter that we did before. And now, once we've selected that file, we can click Save. Now this is the trick. These are very large. Videos are very large typically compared to the pictures that you have. The maximum size that you can do, as it says up here, is 160 megabytes. If you try to do larger than that, it may not work. The other thing is, it may take several minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending. 160 meg video may take 15 or 20 minutes to upload. It just depends on how fast your internet connection is and a whole lot of other variables, but it takes a while. So you can't disturb this page while that's uploading or your upload gets canceled. But what you can do is open another browser window or another tab in your browser, or however you want to do it, and you can log into the system again and start working on other parts of your page. You can have multiple pages open at the same time, and that's perfectly fine as far as the system goes. Now that was a 6 meg video, so you could see how long it took to upload. And when it successfully uploads, you will see the green circle with the check mark again. And let's go back to page and see if we can see that video and possibly play it. So we click page, we'll back up one level to the page, and at the bottom of the page, after our image there, we should see our video, and there it is. And to get the video to play, we double click.
Hello, in this short screencast today we're going to...
And it's another screencast that I did, and I'll click again to stop it. So that video upload, and it plays okay. It's probably a good idea in your caption down here, and maybe even in a text block above your video, to give a little bit of instruction to the user about how to play. You double click on the in the video itself, and click once to pause it, and then double click to start again. Give them a little bit of instruction about how to play the video, because this is a very bare bones video player. There's not a whole lot of bells and whistles and nice little icons and stuff on it to do that. But it works fine, and if you give your users good instruction, they won't have any trouble playing their videos, hopefully. Anyway, that's all there is to it as far as adding pictures and video and text to your system and to your courses, and hope this has been useful for you. Thank you very much.